they're not exactly the same platforms.
Yeah.
In terms of,
I agree.
Your strategy will have to be a little bit. I still think, like, let's say on Instagram, you did a video for 30 seconds of you painting a door. I think that just needs a little bit more context on Facebook. I think you could go live a lot more on Facebook. I don't know. Are you going live on Facebook?
Yeah. No. So, like, you know what? The other problem about the whole, like using these, sort of platforms, whether it be, Facebook or Insta, is that it's very, very time consuming. You know, I'm probably spending 5 hours a day, and so because Instagram sort of chews up all of my time, I just don't, I really have to try and sort of allocate my time better. And so that way I can really sort of gear myself back into, sort of Facebook and trying to, tap into that a bit more.
Now you've got time. So I mean, now would be the perfect time to try to tap into it, buddy. And LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, you only got me going, well done, champ. So, so I would be focusing on what's my strategy for Facebook and what's my strategy. You've got it. Instagram is irrelevant now because you've got it. I still think Instagram, you could even be like, it's even more lighthearted socialness. If that's a word, that's a word. But Facebook, now you got time on your hands, man. So maybe try to play around, go live. I think it's not as serious as LinkedIn, but it isn't as social as a thing. It isn't Instagram either. So it is. I think
it's in between.
It's in between. I think people still want to see it in YouTube too. You could still make a big buck on YouTube. YouTube is more like, welcome to Howard's episodes, painting, give it a name, right? Painters podcast, right? Where that traffic that brand awareness that you have, all your painting friends. Imagine having a virtual beer on Friday in a damn studio on Instagram.
Oh, that'd be king.
And just have your tradie talk, man. So, or even expand it, and call it, like the Friday Pack Up Tours podcast, where the boys meet up.
Idea.
The boys and girls. There are girls that do tradies. So it's just a male dominant thing now, right? So just have the tradies after work on a Friday, and that's
a great idea. Yeah,
and that would be that is a ridiculously awesome idea. So I reckon it is, man. I'm not going to give you shit ideas, bro. Right? I'm taking up time away from your family. I got to give you some. Not just blow smoke up my ass, man. Right? So I think that would work really well, man. I reckon so YouTube would be something that would be 8, 10, 15-minute long segments. Again, the thing that you have in your corner, man, is your personality. I really believe that. That's your biggest strength for social media. And I figured that out. I think, I'm now pissing in your pocket, but I think you just, imagine having the tradie talk in your van. Something weird and broken like that, man. That's the sort of stuff that works, man. That's on social, and you can have tackling the topics of whatever you want to discuss. It could be YouTube can give you the flexibility of going really social and just talking about the funny shit that's happened in people's weeks, or I think, or you could take it a serious angle and go down and you can take it whichever way you want. You could do a mixture of both. I reckon the podcast is your next step.
Yeah, because I have to now, take it up a notch. I've sort of been doing what I've been doing for, X amount of time. And so, it's our time to sort of branch out and again, what you've just said there is spot on. Perfect. I love the whole in the van thing, because this sort of, the way I'm sitting here now is famous. Everyone's like, I'm looking forward to your chats in the morning in the van, or your chats in the afternoon in the van. So that's a great idea.
Give the people what they want. You just said that at the start, man. Right?
Yeah, exactly right.
So I think that that YouTube will probably almost resonate on if you sort of bring someone that's a carpenter, a painter, talking about renovations, that episode could easily go up on LinkedIn. So today, boys, we want to talk about anyone that owns houses looking to increase the capital of their home. So you're targeting that for the YouTube business audience. So you can try to, it depends. You don't have to do that. You can drop LinkedIn
Yeah.
altogether, man. I reckon you can drop it. If you really want to drop it, you could drop it. But I still think there's content there that you could create for that audience because they're very time poor and they just need someone to come and paint their house, man. They're not even going to get, they haven't got time to get 10 quotes. That's the guy that can get 10, the guy that can get the 10 quotes is 75-year-old Jim, right? Or 75-year-old Bob that's got nothing to do all day, man. He's just like, oh yeah, I just want to see 10 different people on my phone and turn up in my house. Right?
Correct.
So, but the time poor CEO hasn't got time to get 10 quotes. And if they're like, right. I was on LinkedIn, some guy was talking about